Structure Deck Seto Kaiba was released on October 21st, 2016. While most people might consider a Kaiba structure deck just to be highlights from the anime, there was actually a series of cards that would make their way to Tier 1 status. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
We are on the cusp of the release of Invasion Vengeance, one of the most singularly transformative Yu-Gi-Oh! Releases ever. It's going to radically change how we play the game, not only in terms of what decks are available, but also in terms of what end boards decks that are already playable start going for. A little froggy boy is about to come out. Before then, we're going to devote some time to one of the single best structure decks ever released, the ABC one. Now, Alex is playing that deck based off the cards in the new Kaiba structure, and will tell you at length about what it is, but I'm here representing a deck that you may not have seen at your local. That's because of the card you see in front of you, Minerva the Exalted Lightsworn. At the time this deck was playable, Minerva was only available as a prize card. These are given to the winners of YCSs and SJCs, and as a result command an unbelievable price tag. This individual card was worth thousands of dollars. What's more, it was integral to the list you see in front of you, Zombie Lightsworn. This deck was not super popular in the regional or YCS scene, but it was around. If you were lucky enough to have a copy of Minerva, then you could potentially play this strategy. And it wasn't terrible either. We've got a lot of really powerful monsters that make a ton of rank 4s. Things like, of course, Wolf, Raiden Hand of the Lightsworn, Unizombie and Mizuki, Fairy Tail Snow, Brilliant Fusion for additional normals with Gem Knight Seraphinite and Gem Knight Garnet. The skeleton of this deck would later become the pile strategy that became extremely popular after That Grass Looks Greener was released a little later down the line, but even as early as 2016, the list has teeth. Going first, your goal is to make as many of this card as possible, Psy Framelord Omega. This 8-star synchro monster can rip a card from the opponent's hand. If you can make 3, your opponent's got to play a 3-card hand, versus usually an Abyss Dweller and something like a Minerva, which potentially represents follow-up. That's not to say this deck was without weaknesses. Playing cards like Instant Fusion into Norden, you'd think that it was head and shoulders above everything else if you were able to actually shell out the cash to afford a Minerva, but in actuality, because you are shoehorned into the rank 4 pool, outside of cards like Diamond Direwolf, Daigusto Emerald, and Castel the Sky Blaster Musketeer, you actually don't have very many options in terms of flexible removal. This match represents a changing of philosophies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Can the toolboxing rank 4 decks from yesteryear compete against new pushed strategies with extremely powerful individual boss monsters that do everything necessary for the archetype? One final thing before we get into the card by card, I want to talk specifically about Gem Knight Garnet. At one point, this card commanded a $20 price tag for a vanilla monster. That's because Gem Knight Seraphinite requires a Gem Knight monster to be used for its fusion summon, and Brilliant Fusion sends a Gem Knight card from your deck to the graveyard in order to pay the cost of that fusion summon. Gem Knight Garnet is the most powerful Gem Knight monster there is, but not by a lot. The difference between a slightly inferior version of Garnet that had 1600 attack and the slightly more powerful version in Garnet was about a $20 price gap, and it would probably only come up 1 in every 3,000 games. But that 3,001st game. With that, let's get into the card by card. First up is Fairy Tail Snow. I shouldn't have to tell anyone how powerful this card is. This deck can manage usually about 3 or 4 activations if everything goes according to plan. 2 Max C, 2 Photon Thrasher is just free 4s, 2 Unizombie, 2 Mizuki, 1 apiece of Lumina and Lila, 3 Raiden Hand of the Lightsworn, 3 Wolf Lightsworn Beast, 1 Performage Trick Clown, 1 Gem Knight Garnet, triple Brilliant Fusion, double Charge of the Light Brigade, Foolish Burial, triple Instant Fusion, triple Pot of Desires, triple Solar Recharge, Soul Charge, Twin Twisters, and the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine, another free 4. In the side, we've got Flying Sea, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries for ABC, Dragon Buster, Book of Eclipse, System Down for ABC, Anti-Spell Fragrance, and Full House. In the extra, we've got Norden, Gem Knight Seraphinite, Michael the Arc Lightsworn, triple Psy Framelord Omega, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, Abyss Dweller, Tsukiyomi, Castel, Daigusto Emerald, Diamond Direwolf, Minerva, Rhapsody and Berserk, and Utopic Future. So with that, here's Alex with the best deck of the format.
Yeah, we deserved to lose last episode. I was looking back. I think I could have probably done it a little bit differently. I think I could have like twin twisted different back row and tried to take like a different gamble. But the way that my hand was looking, I probably should have gone first too. I should have just like tried to like just ice him out with like maybe Moulin hitting cards out of his hand and like anti-spell fragrance. It's rough. I mean, against a deck like that is so much back row, I don't think it was going to be an easy game 3 either way, but it was an exciting one. So if you guys want to check it out, go for it. This is going to be a very exciting episode though, because ABC is a deck that I love to pieces. So if you've never seen ABC before, this was actually the Kaiba structure deck from 2016, I believe. And what's nice about this is that the ABC cards are so simple in their design, but this is such a strong, effective archetype that it ended up being one of the best decks for the next several months until some other archetypes come along that we'll get to later on. But I love this deck. I mean, it's a cool little concept and takes advantage of a lot of really neat things. So let's go ahead and just do the card by card. So if you've never seen these cards before, ABC revolves around A, Assault Core, B, Buster Drake, and C, Crush Wyvern. Now, these are all Union monsters, which if you're not familiar with Union monsters, there's a good reason for that, and that's because before these, they all sucked and never really saw much play. So let's go over one. So if you've never seen a Union monster effect before, we can go ahead and discuss that. So once per turn, you can either target a light machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. All 3 of the pieces share this ability. A monster equipped with this card is unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. For Buster Drake, it's spells, and for C, Crush Wyvern, it is traps. And so the nice thing about this is that you have the ability to sort of like attach these to your other monsters and give them these like built-in protections while also just being like gigantic guys, right? I mean, Assault Core's 19, Crush Wyvern's 2k defense, Buster Drake's like 15, 18. His stats are pretty decent, right? They're not like wimps. They're like, they can put like a little bit of pressure on the opponent. Union monsters also have the ability that if the equipped monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy the Union monster equipped to it instead. So that's very important because it can actually protect your larger guys, in this case ABC Dragon Buster. And then they each have their own unique effect. So A, Assault Core, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add another Union monster from your graveyard to your hand. B, Buster Drake allows you to add from your deck to your hand, and C, Crush Wyvern allows you to special summon a Union monster from your hand. So you can use these for a nice advantage loop. I mean, B, Buster Drake's kind of the best one because he's always adding from deck, but A, Assault Core is good for just long-term sustainability because you're getting your resources back. And by using these effectively, either for ABC Dragon Buster, the deck's boss monster, or for the Xyz, you're able to do a lot with this archetype. And it also counts if they get sent from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard as well, so do keep that in mind. There's some ways to play around with that I hope we get to show off. So you're using all 3 of these to go into the deck's main boss monster, ABC Dragon Buster. This card is insane. You read this card for the first time, you think, I don't know how they printed this card, because this card's nuts. So it needs all 3 monsters. It's special summoned from the extra deck by banishing the above cards you control and or from your graveyard, which is primarily where you're going to be summoning this because it's free, literally free if you can get them all into the graveyard. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you're able to discard 1 card, target a card on the field, banish it. That's it. Just discard a card, banish a card. That seems good, right? Then during your opponent's turn, if that wasn't enough, as a quick effect, you can tribute this card, target 3 of your banished light machine unions with different names, special summon them. And this is where this deck gets out of hand, because once you summon 1 Dragon Buster, you tribute it off to summon these 3 guys back. If you have the deck's field spell Union Hanger, you can then equip a Union monster onto one of them, and then you're able to just go off and just double Dragon Buster on the following turn, and it gets out of hand extremely quickly, and that's how this deck begins to snowball. Speaking of which, let's talk about the deck's field spell in Union Hanger. When it's activated, you can add a Light Machine Union monster from your deck to your hand, so it's just Rhoda, and once per turn, if a Light Machine Union monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can target one of those monsters, equip an appropriate Light Machine Union monster with a different name from your deck, but that Union monster equipped cannot be special summoned this turn, so you can't immediately just bring it out to the field and make like a rank 4, right? That'd be kind of insane. So we've got all these. Then to supplement this, we need to have like monsters that can give us multiple summons, and we'll talk about why that is later. So we have 3 Gold Gadget, 3 Silver Gadget, and 2 Photon Thrasher. All 3 of these allow us to either special summon an additional monster or special summon themselves, so you still have your normal summon, and that way you're able to go and then just get multiple monsters on the field, because primarily your main game plan is to go into something like Bujunte Tsukiyomi, send all your pieces to the graveyard, draw some new cards, banish for ABC Dragon Buster, and you're pretty content with that being your opening line. So that's it for the monsters. The spells, we have double instant fusion because we have Norden in here because Norden's crazy, triple desires because we're just trying to get as many cards as possible, 1 Rhoda to get to our Thrasher, it's effectively our 3rd copy, triple terraforming to get to our Union Hanger because this is one of the craziest cards ever printed, triple twin twister just to be able to deal with back row. I mean, there's like Metal Foes, there's Paleo now, there's a lot of stuff you just want to take out with twin, and then for the and Upstart Goblin, can't forget that. Then the traps, bottom was triple strike, a warning, a Time Space, as well as a Vanity's Emptiness. The holes here are just because we were playing the Traptrix Rafflesia. And again, if you're not going for Dragon Buster, you have a slew of rank 4s to go into here. So let's discuss those. So we have Dweller, Tsukiyomi, Castel. Dante's in here as a Cherries target, so you can ignore that. Diamond Dire Wolf, Gagaga Samurai. This guy was actually newly released and like kind of like the only good card released in the set that it was released in. This card is crazy. You can detach a material and target himself, and he can attack twice, meaning you now have a way to deal a lot of damage in a rank 4 base deck, where primarily that wasn't really much of an option before. We have Gear Giga X Utopia, and you might think that's weird, and speaking of dealing a lot of damage, we now have the newly released number 39 Utopia the Lightning, S39, excuse me. This card can go up to 5,000 attack by detaching 2 materials, so if you just want to get over one thing with a lot of attack, you can do that, or go for double attack with Gagaga Samurai. I think this was like a manga promo, so this was actually quite a difficult card to get, or it was like quite pricey at the time, like $20 or $30, and of course the aforementioned Rafflesia. The side deck contains triple Chaos Hunter. There's a lot of things that this is useful for, right? If you're playing the mirror match, you're stopping them from banishing for Dragon Buster. If you're playing up against like just anything that a lot of stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh banishes for like some sort of additional effect, right? So if you're playing up against a matchup where that's relevant, Chaos Hunter seems pretty good. We have Ghost Reaper. A lot of people were just siding Ghost Reaper this format. Like especially for the mirror match, if you get rid of ABC Dragon Buster, the deck isn't nearly as threatening. Maxi is of course Maxi, 1 Cosmic, triple System Down, and triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. Pretty simple side deck, but honestly effective enough. And I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun match to play out. Love this deck to pieces. Hopefully I can do it justice. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to do it. Well, Joseph, here we are. I am super excited for today's episode. ABC is a deck that I loved to play back in the day, and we are quickly approaching YCS Anaheim, which is one of the events that I attended, and we're right on the cusp of Invasion Vengeance format, which is going to change quite a lot for the game. We're moving rather rapidly through the last half of 2016 here. How you feeling?
Huge fan of Inov, huge fan of ABC, huge fan of the matchup we're going to do today, which could have happened at any regional or local near you, provided you knew a Bitcoin billionaire. So very excited to show off a card that you had to have inherited an emerald mine to own, but you all, oh, you're going to see me pilot it perfectly.
I remember, we're not exactly there yet, but we were at YCS Seattle in 2017, which is, I believe, in January or February, not too far off. And one of the matches I was playing, the opponent next to us actually owned the ultra rare Minerva. So it had to have come from like one of the few events that had already taken place at this point. And that was quite a sight to see in person. It was a very pretty card. Hopefully we'll see it in today's episode. So shout out to patron Christopher Condra. Thank you for the support, Mr. Joseph. Do you have the hand up for me?
Yes.
I rolled a 6, the number of ABC cards that I hope I'm going to be sending to the graveyard for Dragon Buster.
Okay, I have 4 because of, you know, for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Perfect. All right, we get to go first, and hopefully we get to show off some beautiful turn 1 setups with this deck. So best of luck, sir.
Ah! Hand looks great.
I was going to say, my hand looks fantastic, too. I'm not going to complain. Let's start with the greatest card ever invented in Yu-Gi-Oh! Union Hanger.
Yeah.
So this is a powerful field spell that a lot of people might know from Master Duel, as a matter of fact, because ABC was quite popular over there for a bit. But this has got to be one of the craziest field spells ever, I got to say. Looking at my hand, I don't even know how much I really needed, honestly, because my hand's actually looking quite good.
Oh, well, you know.
I guess I'll grab a C. Why not? We're going to go normal gold gadget, activate the effect.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay.
Special summon the A.
Yep.
We'll go activate our Union Hanger here, and let's go ahead and attach from our deck. We'll just go ahead and get a copy of B into our back row.
Okay.
And now we get to do the fun stuff where we overlay our 2 monsters here, and we get to grab the good old Bujinte Tsukuyomi, although I kind of don't really need it, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I guess we'll get some more cards. So we'll go Tsukiyomi. I guess we'll show off like the main combo that this deck does. But before we do, we will trigger our B Buster Drake. So with that, we will go ahead and grab ourselves a copy of, let's see, we have an A to B. Let's grab another C from the deck. Why not? Then we'll go ahead and set a card first. Then use the effect of Bujinte Tsukiyomi. We'll detach.
Yep.
And I'm going to detach the A, not the gold gold gadget
Yeah,
here.
I bet.
This is a neat little card that we don't get to see too often. Bujin didn't really actually play this card all that much. It came up very sparingly. But we just get to dump our whole hand and draw a few more cards. Not a terrible effect. So we're going to dump a B, a C, and a C.
Oh, jeez,
Drew made too many letters, if I'm going to be honest. This is where we just go for the, I guess, combo, you could say. We'll just banish an A, a B, and a C. And we'll bring out the boy, Mr. ABC Dragon Buster. Our boss monster is here, and we will pass the turn over to you. How you doing over there?
Well, does this answer your question?
Okay, all right, good start, good start.
No problem. We're going to begin with Pot of Desires.
Sure, your deck's playing Plague Spreader. You can put it back in the deck.
Oh, indeed. You are kidding me. All right, no big deal, no big deal. I feel...
How many Brilliant Fusions are in your hand, too, while you're...
There's at least one. All right.
Okay, 3 cards, 3
I'm
cards
feeling
in the
pretty good
7.
about our chances. We're going to begin with Twin Twister. We're going to pitch Mizuki, target these 2 back row.
It is an Instant Fusion and a Union Hanger.
Okay. Like your Instant Fusion, I am going to go for one myself. We are going to summon, this is a big surprise here, Norden.
Shocker. I feel like we haven't really seen much of Norden, even though this card was, like, game-warpingly powerful.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go Norden, target Mizuki.
I'll think here.
Sure.
This is, like, awkward because, like, you can just make a 4. I don't really know if there's, like, any 4 that's, like, worth trying to stop. But you still have a normal anyway, so I'll just... You can go ahead. This is fine. Like, I know you have the Garnet because you showed me, but, like, even if you didn't show me, you still haven't normaled yet. So
Right,
it's
of
not
course.
difficult for you to just continue anyway here.
Minerva.
And I guess here we'll just Buster because it's probably better to just get rid of this now.
Sure.
I will pitch. Thinking.
It's cool. You don't have to think too much. Here's my hand. That's the Lightsworn experience if I've ever seen it.
That great deck you got over there, buddy.
Garnet Wolf in the opener. Epic. All right. Let's see.
And Brilliant Fusion. Don't forget Brilliant Fusion.
Well, thankfully, I found that one again.
Okay. And this time Garnet's in the deck, unless you're playing 2 of them. So
God.
go off.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is where we got the term Garnet, right? Is right
Yep.
here. Let's summon Seraphinite. I'm thinking on the light target. Ooh, God, there's just so many good ones. Oh, ooh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so here's the thing. You can
sure. Sell me.
You can send Wolf.
Okay.
Which obviously is crazy. You know, it summons the wolf, which is nuts. But there's this other card in the format, and I think we're going to be sending Snow.
I think it's a little bit better. I think it might be a little bit better with your deck in
Very
particular.
slightly. We're going to go Solar Recharge here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we pitched the greatest card in our hand in the opener. Oh,
you can't summon the wolf if you open
Oh,
it.
God. That's not bad, actually.
You have to mill your 2 for recharge as well.
Yeah, let's hit something crazy. Oh, 2 really good ones there. I don't know. Anything's fine.
It's fodder for Snow, honestly. It's fine.
Let's go Unizombie. Let's get it twisted.
Yep.
We are going to send Mazooker. Make him a 4. Ah, jeez Louise. Wow. This deck's unbelievable. Okay, Pot of Desires.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is like when this deck goes off, it is actually kind of nuts, to be fair.
Woo! Okay, let me actually see if I still have targets for this. Okay, I do. Charge of the Light Brigade.
Wow. This is going to be hard. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna be hard. Let me tell you that. All right, we're gonna grab a Ride Hand of the Lightsworn.
Yeah, figured.
Oh, wow. That's very interesting that is a soft once. Okay. Let's go ahead and normal summon Lumina here.
This is your second normal. Yep.
We are going to go Lumina Effect, pitch, Raiden.
Summon Raiden.
Yeah, we might as well target the Raiden as well.
Yeah.
We are going to go Snow here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
I actually might need to target non-Raiden just so I have non-tuners on my side of the field. There's no way that's the case, right? 1, 2, 3. No, we can just get schnasty with it. And let me show you what this deck can do, Dingbat. Let's summon Psyframe Lord Omega. You ever see this card?
Uh-oh. I have seen this card before.
Right.
I do not have fond memories of this card.
Let's get one of those cards out of your hand, huh?
All right.
Bada bing.
Which one are you going for?
Oh, man, you get a free one. No, that would be nuts. This one.
I'm actually kind of mad about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, don't worry. You will have more opportunities to get mad about it. We're gonna activate Mizuki here for Unizombie.
Yep.
We're gonna use the other Unizombie effect. We're gonna pitch a Mizuki from hand to change the level of our Lumina to a 4.
Oh, I see. Using the second effect of Unizombie. Okay. Sure.
And then we're gonna go these 2 to the grave. For you ever see this card before? It's called Psy-Frame Lord Omega.
Okay, this is going well.
So did you know that this card is actually a once per turn? Is what I would say if we lived in a wonderful society for. All right, let's get this guy out of here. You know, let's get some die rolls going.
Which would you like to go for this time?
How about this one?
I am actually livid.
Oh, that's a decent one.
Sure.
Don't worry, I think I'm gonna try it again. We're gonna use Mizuki for Unizombie here.
Okay, you got the third Omega coming in.
5 plus 3. What's that again? What's that? I'm pretty sure.
That would be 8. That would be 8. Yeah. Okay. All
right, let's go for it again. Okay.
Sure. In case you wait for Gumblar handlock format, that's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, so I think that's the end of my turn. Psych. Soul Charge.
What the fuck?
Okay, so let's grab Garnet. This Unizombie's a 4. We'll do.
It is a 4.
Raiden, Wolf, and I think Snow. That's 2 tuners and a non-tuner. Yeah.
I hope you deck yourself out.
I'm gonna. We'll go Raiden. Damn, I would have really liked to have drawn a card there. No problem. Whiff! I put cards in the graveyard, buddy. That's as good as it's
You're going to put cards in the graveyard anyway when you Xyz and Synchro and do the Lightsworn shuffle over here.
Well, perhaps. Let's try to do that first. We're gonna go Raiden and Snow. We are in a really weird position because, unfortunately, I just have too many things to do. Let's go Minerva.
Just mill the whole deck. Mill the whole deck.
We're down to 7 cards. We're getting
Keep going.
We're getting low. Okay. I mean that's just snow fodder.
Those are all kind of useless to you anyway.
Is there any way I can get 2 snow activations? I think so. Damn, I really needed to draw a card there so I could Tsukiyomi, and I'm like talking about a scenario where I draw down to the literal last card in my deck.
You also can't Tsuki. Oh, I see. You needed the card to Tsukiyomi. I see.
And now we go for Shockmaster.
Is what you would say if it were 2012.
Instead, let's just go Wolf and Unizombie for... Okay, we're going to actually sync the Wolf and the Unizombie for Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend.
Okay.
I just want a big boy. And then we're going to Snow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 7 for Abyss Dweller. And let me do some math
for it.
here.
I mean, you only get 2 Omegas back if I don't clear
We're going to Garnet. We're going to activate Abyss Dweller here so that when we have activated on your turn, we can banish the on-field Dweller.
I see. Okay. And then that'll free you up for zones.
Back to you.
Okay. This is some fun Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not out of it, surprisingly. There are cards that do it. That might be one of them, as a matter of fact.
Right.
So let's think.
Draw phase, we're going to go for Abyss Dweller.
Dweller is perfectly fine. I figured that was that was happening. Funny enough, I'm actually surprisingly close to killing you.
I find that extremely hard to believe. I got to tell you that right now.
I will tell you, I'm hovering over. I am extremely close to killing you.
Or you have like a fucking...
unfortunately, it's not good enough. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to go Special Thrasher.
Yeah.
We're going to normal B. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Because you Dwellered me. We're going to go for Tsukiyomi because I actually have light monsters to make it with.
That's cool. Let's just Snow here.
Sure.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And I will concede.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so good right now.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a great game, isn't it?
So good!
You know, like, we're not doing a good job of showing it off in this episode, but this format actually is really fun. I just feel like we're doing a piss poor job.
No, we're doing a really good job of showing off this format.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you.
are.
I like this format after Inov. This, not so much.
What is this hand? Oh,
my hand is... It's great.
Normal gold gadget.
Oh, me when I have full combo. Yeah.
Special silver gadget.
Yes.
Overlay.
Oh.
Rafflesia.
Oh, it really isn't that good. Okay.
It is not fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did I just draw the best card in my entire strat? Wow, how crazy.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Right, what the hell am I doing here? Normal Lila. I will activate the effect. Target the back row.
I will chain it. It's strike.
You got it, buddy. Shit. All right. That was kind of the whole turn. Instant fusion.
I'll chain Maxi here. So this is pretty good.
Oh, no. That motherfucker is a 1. All right. Fuck it. There's no way you're playing anything. Norden, target Lila.
I'll take another draw.
Draw your fucking bottomless. How about that? Anything here?
I'm good.
Overlay. I activate the effect of Castell the fucking man.
Before you activate Castell. Oh, first I draw. I guess I'll Rafflesia here because I'm going to lose it anyway.
Snore.
So, or if I don't. So detach. I hope I have. Okay, I have bottomless.
Yeah.
Good.
Womp. And womp for you as well.
Keep going. I'll keep drawing cards. Sure. I'm fine.
We're not making it out of this turn. Either you're winning or you're losing. That's it, baby. Garnet and fuck.
What was that about winning or losing this turn? What was that?
It's gotta be Snow. I don't have an option.
Okay.
For Seraphinite.
Maxi challenge, baby. Maxi challenge. Let's see it.
We are very taking it. We are 1 million.
Oh, you're committed. You have to be.
I don't think we can get Snow here. There's no one else we can send. Oh no. Fucking hell. All right, we can't get Snow. We have to send Wolf.
Sure.
Oh,
you want to give me another card?
Yes,
Thank you.
I do. Yes, I do.
Thank you so much. So generous.
All right. Extra normal trick clown.
Oh, excellent. Got that in the hand, too.
Yeah, the whole hand is fucking garnets. You should know this.
But you're complaining. You had instant fusion,
Of
too.
course I'm complaining. I lived
Instant fusion, brilliant fusion, Lila.
Sook.
Okay. Cycle it, baby.
That might not even be right. Hold up. What am I trying to draw into here? Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, we won't make Sook. Let's go... Oh, my God. We have to fucking go Minerva, don't we? Ah!
To be fair, Minerva can definitely swing the tide of this one if you hit correctly.
All right, Minerva. All in. All or nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
You got one. You got
we'll
one.
bring back Trick Clown. This is 1,000. Come on. Come on.
Oh! Okay, wait. So... With Minerva, you get to destroy... You destroy my Rafflesia, right?
No, that's only if it's destroyed.
Oh, if it's destroyed. Sorry. You just get to... Yeah. You get to draw equal to the
recharge.
Gotcha.
Okay. Calm down, Joseph. It's...
You're very excited.
Foolish Burial.
Okay.
Okay, here we can send Snow. Oh, Jesus Christ. What do we get from this position? It's got to be Sook. We don't have an option. Go recharge, foolish, 3. What was that? That's 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, hold on here. So, I draw from Maxi. Are you using Snow's effect at all as turn player with priority?
I don't know why I would. I think I'm good.
In that case, I will go ahead and activate Chaos Hunter.
What the fuck?
Let's make this a little bit more difficult for you.
What are you playing this card for? This is an evil card.
It's to help deal with Snow, buddy. What else would I worry about over here?
I guess it is. Jesus. I was like, what the hell do I have to worry about? Okay, let me think now. What am I trying to find off of Tsukiyomi? Let's overlay here. We're going to go Diamond Dyer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then we don't have another 4. There's really not a way to do it with the fucking Chaos Hunter on the field. We can go... What is the text on Chaos Hunter?
Your opponent cannot banish cards.
All right, there's one really funny line here, I think. We'll go Tsukiyomi.
Sure. I get a draw.
Yeah. You can stop saying that. We know. I'll pitch Snow. We'll set this.
Sure.
Mizuki.
And you're wondering, oh, why are you playing Chaos Hunter? I wonder.
Ooh, that's a strange one. Overlay Tsukiyomi and Minerva for...
Holy shit. Are you playing fucking utopic... Holy shit. Okay. All right.
Let's go to combat.
Wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest.
I'll take your Chaos Hunter.
Sure, after I get my draw.
Yeah. And then still in battle, we'll go Snow.
It's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way that's the play. Yeah, 7. And then we'll go Snow Effect, Tuck, Rafflesia. Second main, we will go Zeus. No, that's all I've got. Go ahead.
Thank you for the 4,000 cards in my hand.
Well, the chaos. I wasn't expecting Chaos Hunter.
That's the point, buddy. That's the point. All right. Main one. Your back row's fake because you set it for Tsukiyomi, so I don't even think this deck plays fucking back row anyway. Union Hanger.
Wait, you drew Union Hanger? That's some bullshit.
Wild, right?
Yeah, go for it. I'm shocked you still have targets.
You know, surprisingly, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not draw a single copy of A off of 10 cards.
That's funny.
Which is kind of crazy. Okay, so I got to think now. How do I pick apart this board? Utopic Future just only cares by if it would be destroyed by a card effect. That's what it is. Yeah. Snow is there. I'm trying to think if I'm worried about anything else. Don't really think so. So let's just go for it, I guess. Go normal gold gadget effect. We'll go special assault core effect.
Yep.
Union Hanger. Oh, it's not his effect. It's Union Hanger's effect. But you know how this goes. We'll get B. You know, this would be funny. I could just Tsukiyomi send my 10-card hand to the graveyard. And
I'm not saying nothing.
It's not the worst idea. I can just go double Dragon Buster. That's kind of fun. I don't think you can't. Yeah, it doesn't say there's a restriction on it.
Oh, no, I meant, like, do you have the pieces in your hand? I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I think I can. I'm just thinking if that's, like, the line. You're on 6,000. I mean, that kind of does the trick. I get the 2 discards for the Dragon Busters to pop your stuff, too. If I do that, I have to do it this way, which is just kind of awkward. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do the biggest Tsukiyomi discard in the history of time.
Yeah.
Trigger B.
Yeah.
We'll get C. And then, think if there's anything else I want to do before I do this. I will set 1, 2 cards face down. And let's go ahead and... You know what? We'll activate Tsukiyomi. I will chain Max C because I can.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we're going to dump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards to draw 2.
Yep.
Banish. 1, 2, 3. Go for Buster.
Yep.
We'll go... I don't know if I need this necessarily or not. We'll go Desires here.
Oh! Yeah.
Draw 2.
Draw your whole deck, buckaroo.
That is actually exactly what I needed because I was missing a second A.
No!
So we'll pitch A.
I just needed the A to get destroyed. Okay,
I needed this. Yeah,
for?
I needed the A. We'll go for this because I need to take this out.
Yeah.
Then we'll banish 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Go for the second one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go effect. I'll get rid of this pot of desires that I guarantee you I'm not going to be able to resolve.
Yeah, I bet.
And then we'll just get rid of... have to get rid of Snow here because you actually do have enough for an activation if I send it to grave. So
that is true,
that.
yeah.
And then we'll just go battle Tsukiyomi 6K direct.
Yeah, you got it.
Holy shit.
Who the fuck plays Chaos Hunter? What on earth is that? Oh, yeah.
It wasn't going to get much easier for you. I'll let you know.
It was going to be a weird one. It was going to be a strange game.
Okay, so to be fair, Chaos Hunter... for the ABC matchup, it stops them from going into Dragon Buster. Against your deck, it stops Snow, it stops Mizuki, it stops any of the banishing stuff.
Yeah.
It also protects it from the biggest Achilles heel for the deck, which
you can
is
just
System
say
Down.
that you are pre-boarding. You can be real about this.
We're not. No. Chaos Hunter was out of the side. In all fairness, I didn't draw it until like the 20th card off of Maxi, so I was getting a bit worried that you were just going to be able to kill me had I not drawn it. Did you have lethal?
Yeah, probably. I just wouldn't have had to go into fucking Utopic Future, and it was gonna be a weird one, regardless. No, man, finding that second A is so annoying. I think this honestly was a pretty good showcase of this Minerva Sworn deck. Like, it's fun and it's cool, and people thought it was good because Minerva was $1 quadrillion. But it was bricky as all hell. You can see that it's on like the hand. Game 3 was like Trick Clown, Wolf, Lila, and I'm just like staring at this hand like, how did people play this? It's loaded up on these like high impact graveyard cards that you never want to normal summon in your entire life, all in service of your Brilliant Fusion having as many options as possible, a card that was just randomly offline about 10% of the time. Snow is obviously the star of the deck. It's extremely powerful, and this is a deck that can get like 3 or 4 Snow activations over the course of a turn. At the end of the day, the thing that really prevented this deck from being super powerful was how bad the rank 4 pool was, right? Like going first, you can obviously make 3 Psyframe Lord Omega, which really
was sick.
Yeah, it was awesome. And it really impacts your opponent's ability to play the game. But going second, you're relying on pretty much exactly Scarlight to clean up boards because, like, we don't have Exciton Knight anymore. So you've got, like, Diamond Direwolf and, like, Castel as removal options. And outside of that, you've got Minerva, which is part of your engine. And then it's just utility guys, just Abyss Dweller and Rhapsody and Berserk. There's just not a really competent pool of game-winning rank 4s, and since the whole thrust of the deck is to play rank 4s, it's going to be run over by decks like yours, which can incidentally make powerful 4s like Tsukiyomi and Rafflesia, but also have a really great, like, extra deck on theme boss in ABC Dragon Buster that independently clears.
Just to tilt you a bit more, I did banish 1A off the Desire, so I only had 1A.
Oh, you were on
deck.
3A? Oh,
yeah, this is when
shit.
they were on 3 of everything back
Never
in the
mind.
day.
Then I
This
can't
is
be
like,
mad about it.
Okay, this is like day 1 build you have to keep in mind. And so I think, you know, the problem with your deck, Joseph, is that you don't have enough cards in your deck. I think you need to play more cards so that you just draw less of the bad ones, right? Because think, if you play 60 cards, then you won't draw the Garnet, you won't draw the Wolf, and then you can play a card like That Grass Looks Greener, which isn't out yet, and just mill half your deck. I really think that's the problem with the deck.
Well,
here,
you know,
honesty.
I didn't draw the sideboard in opener, so, you know, why even plan for it? Just play 60.
Yeah.
No, this does become the shell of when That Grass Looks Greener gets released.
Yeah.
About 1,000 different decks that played some number of, like, Zombies, Brilliant Fusion, Snow, Perform Ages, Lightsworn, and then, like, Invoked, Shadows, Paleozoics, like whatever under the sun, that made up like a weird 60-card pile meta. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, it's just kind of a mid-archetype that costs $1 million.
Yeah, basically. And that's part of the reason people liked it too, is the whole deck is shiny. But when it comes to my deck, I think this is one of the best examples of like a structured deck that ended up being one of the strongest decks of the format, if not the strongest deck of the format, right? I mean, ABC Dragon Buster, you read this card, and this reads like a custom card that had never been printed before, right? It's the easiest to summon boss monster of almost like any archetype in the game. It has a banishing quick effect at the cost of a single discard, which incidentally fuels your engine because like you want some of your cards in the graveyard. And on top of that, if it's threatened, you can banish it to be able to get the original pieces back, which then have their own effects to be able to just generate more value on the following turn. Our game didn't get to show that off because our games ended after turn 3 at the latest, unfortunately.
Right. I mean, although that is pretty, you know, that happens pretty much all the time in this format.
Essentially, yeah. But I mean, then at that point, you have 3 level 3s, you have more 3 level 4s, excuse me, you have more 4s in your hand. So that way you can basically start making more rank 4s and then get back to your Buster, if not a second Dragon Buster on the following turn, and then just be able to go in for the kill, which is what made this deck so deadly. Obviously, this deck needed a bit of support outside of the structure deck with the help of like Gold and Silver Gadget, Photon Thrasher we saw is in here as well. And it's just like a very like standard looking Yu-Gi-Oh deck. But it's like, it's for what it's worth, it's an incredibly simple archetype in terms of like literally ABC. You just put the dragon together. But it's an incredibly strong and effective archetype at the same time, which is why it saw so much success.
And, you know, it will continue to see success for a while. I guess branded right now in the TCG, there are some hands that just absolutely feel like you cannot possibly lose the game. And I think, I mean, I'm excited to see more of it. I really love this deck. And as people start tinkering with like fewer ABCs, start playing stuff like Galaxy Soldier in it, it's just going to get more and more competent.
Brilliant Fusion also makes its way a little bit later as well. I guess it took people a moment to realize that these are all lights, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Richard Enormous, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Jesse Wood, Valen Jackson, Chris Hood, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Indian Taisho, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady, Dalton, Lubon, Yodabon. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, CMOS Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon, Shrugsix, the Crystal Beast Enthusiast, Corvain, and Grey9. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.